Oh, that's a cool one.
It is a cool one. This is... Good morning, party people. Welcome to Breakdown. I'm showing Johnny new merchandise. This is our new basketball jersey. I, again, did the dumb thing where I bought a size down, so it doesn't fit my...
Why do you always do that?
I'm short, and so I think a medium is going to be a better fit for me, but I'm thick, so it's real tight here.
Yeah, but then if you bought a size up and it was too big, I would just wear it.
Well, yeah. Yeah. That is true. Anyway,
it's not often that I.
Oh, and there's the back. I'll show you the back. That's the front.
Oh, yeah.
So we got this, and then on the back.
I like, how it's got our name on there, because that's what people should know. Like,
who are we?
Who are they?
I don't care.
They're an enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in a puzzling.
Boring.
Yeah, pretty boring. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. We are checking out the brand new song from Killswitch Engage, Forever Aligned. I believe it's been like 5 years since their last song.
That's way too long. No, it would have been 5 years. Didn't they do the one with the both of them? That's since we've done the channel, I think. Let's have a look. I will do my research. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Metal Burb is in our requested, and he said Killswitch Engage 5 years later. He's pretty smart. He knows his shit. He's much smarter than us when it comes to music. So I'm going to trust that Metal Burb is correct. Shout out.
Holy fuck, yeah. It was Atonement was that one that had both of them, and that is in 2019.
Fucking hell.
Time, man. Where shall it go?
We have seen them recently supporting Iron Maiden. They were fantastic. They're one of the OGs of the metalcore scene, and they're just... You kind of always know what you're going to get, but it's always just super well executed.
Do you think we're going to get more melodic vocal leaning Jesse or more screamy boy Jesse?
I think it's going to be like a mixed bag, because that's what they do.
It is.
Like, it's a formula
there's generally a one way or the other, though. Do you think to be like single catchy chorus?
Oh, that's a tough one. First single in a few years now. It could be super catchy and anthemic, one of their big sort of like, let's make the people sing. Or they might be starting off with a bang. I think I'm going to lean towards it might be on the more heavy side, but it will still have a clean chorus. That's my prediction.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
After seeing them, all their stuff was heavy for Iron Maiden. They've seen a few big choruses, but they land on the heavier side.
Rose of Sharon and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so I feel like it might be on the heavier side.
All right.
But that could be, they were just, I don't know, playing to the crowd. Who knows?
Okay. That little Slayer riff in there. Yeah. There it is. They have always seemed like such a fun band.
100%. They have fun energy. For a band that's as like aggressive and heavy as they are, there's a real sense of humour in everything they do.
For sure. And they're very like traditional metal. Like, I know they're a metalcore band, but there's so much of a traditional metal element to them that it's really good to see that they have such a playful side that they've always had. Like, Adam D is just such a charismatic, comedic entity in that band.
If you can continue shredding while doing a shot at the bar,
dude,
there's something going on there. This is almost like hardcore inspired. That's such a fun drum roll too.
Yeah.
Dueling!
That, sorry to pause it. We haven't really paused it though.
No, we haven't.
That reminds me heaps of the of Dust and Nations thrice lead riff. So I'm into it.
Of what?
Of Dust and Nations.
Dust and Nation.
No, Dust and Nations.
Dust and Nations.
Yeah, it's funny because the singer's name is Dustin. And you say of Dust and Nations.
That's what I think you're saying. Dustin.
Yeah, he's into himself.
Dustin Nations.
Yeah, I have
it's
all
my nations. Okay, cool.
It's a solid beer. It's very shrill. I like that. It's nice. I could have let that song go for another minute or so. It was
Agreed.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know what though? That's most Killswitch for me.
Yeah.
Most Killswitch is just, it's like very easy listening metalcore.
Was it you who it took a while to come around to them back in the day?
Yeah, because I didn't like that style of clean vocal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The manly
Yeah,
voice.
that was never my thing to start with. I preferred a much more feminine clean singing voice, honestly.
Yeah, but you came in through, like, your introduction to heavy crossover bands was through bands like Under Oath, which
Yes.
the clean vocal style in those bands is night and day, although their worlds are connected quite heavily. It's night and day in terms of style, but...
I didn't get into them until seeing them support Parkway. When we went to that show and they played and I was like, oh, that was sick.
Yeah.
And then instantly fell in love.
They've been doing it for a hot minute.
I have to say, based off recent videos we've done, aka the new Architects track, let me do a quick deep dive. You talk about the song for a second and I'll get back to my point here.
That for me was Killswitch Engage. It was just, you know, like I said at the start, you always know what you're going to get, and well, for the most part,
the Mohawk ratio in this is real strong in this band.
Yeah, yeah, you always kind of know what you're going to get, but it's just really solid metalcore. They were one of the pioneers of the style, and I know that, like, a lot of people want to hear bands progress massively in terms of, like, stylistic choices and changes and things, but this is a band that I'm happy for them to just be themselves and be who they are, because it's so nostalgic for me, but it's just always so well executed. It's so well written. The vocal, like, melodies in their choruses are always just so great. I don't know how a band can come up with so many great choruses, like, staying in the same genre forever.
Yeah.
It's great. The riffs are always good. The drummer's a freak. It's just solid metalcore. It's just old school metalcore, and I love it.
I agree wholeheartedly. And my point I was about to make was, that doesn't sound like new Killswitch to me. That could have been off another album, and I would have been like, yeah, banger off that album. No one in the comments has been like, fucking unoriginal, heard this before. They're all like, yay, original metalcore back. Whereas you got bands like Architects who are going to get hate on no matter what they do. And so their new song, which I thought was fucking sick, Whiplash, there's so much negativity in the comments of being like, fucking, I've heard this before, trying to do this band, trying to sound like this, like fucking copy the riff from here. It's such an interesting theme. The metal community is the worst part of the metal scene because people just like they pick and choose who they're going to shine light on. I love that that's getting positivity because that's fucking sick and it's done so well.
Sure.
But
I think you're coming from different worlds as well, though. I think that like, and I don't mean this necessarily in a negative fuck you way, but a lot of the people who have come into the scene through bands like Architects, and that was their introduction to heavy music. There's a massive entitlement to, fans who were a fan of that band like back in the day when they were quite, technical and aggressive.
Mm.
They're like, let's be real, they're a massive part of the reason that bands like Architects got so big and Bring Me the Horizon got so big and were put in front of so many other, fans, like original fans, because they really championed these bands.
Yeah.
Now, when a band sort of moves away from that, I get the mentality and the notion that you're walking away from us to an extent, and we helped you get.
That's not what I'm saying. The comments weren't. They were saying, "Fucking do something original. We've heard this before. This is a copy of the last thing."
Yeah,
that's my negative. There is when this is not a copy of the same thing, but it is very much in their lane doing their thing. Whereas I find newer bands that do that. You get the fucking heard this before. Why don't you try something different, unoriginal, boring?
There's a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
There's a sense of entitlement through the younger generations now, and I think a lot of people who found Killswitch, it was an explosion of a style that brought metal, rock, and hardcore together, and it's a style that's not really done that much anymore. So maybe that's why. Maybe Killswitch fans are like, I'm really glad to hear them still doing what I used to love from so many bands. And like I said, they're one of the pioneers of it. Metallica could have written Master of Puppets or the Black Album for the rest of their career, and you'd still have a lot of people that are stoked on it. Bands like All That Remains, As I Lay Dying, when they come back and they do what they've always done.
I was going to say, just you said All That Remains, As I Lay Dying. There's a few bands here that are back doing that sound very prominently now, and it's cool to see.
For sure.
And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing.
Not at all.
I'm saying the bad thing is the people not sharing that love to every other element of metalcore and being like, if that's the sound you want to do that we like, great.
Yeah.
It's just fucking internet warriors having to be negative.
Yeah, just don't be negative. Like, we should be stoked that we have bands like Architects and Bring Me and Killswitch that can have such long and illustrious careers.
Illustrious. Good word.
Like that word? Thank you very much.
I liked it a lot.
We should be stoked that there's bands that have so many fans and are getting 100, 200, 300, upwards, 1,000 views on their fucking videos, because that is such a cool thing.
Yeah.
If we don't support it, we lose it. It's as simple as that.
Have you ever had a mohawk?
Yes.
Do you have photos of that?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Like
it wasn't like a mohawk. It was like sort
of... faux hawk? David Beckham?
Kind of, yeah.
Cool.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
I also had the one where it was like longer up top and it was sort of mohawky, and then I sort of left it longer in the strip at the back sort of thing.
Like a mullet?
Like fucking Flock of Seagulls haircut.
You were very old in the 80s.
It was on my 30th. I had it for that, yeah.
Oh, was that your 30th?
Yeah. You probably weren't paying that much attention to my hair. You were probably paying
attention to the fact you were passed out with balls in your face on the ground. I do remember that. Not mine. I didn't do it.
No.
See you guys next time.
See ya.